Alright, so... Oh, my notes over there. So, season premiere of Red vs. Blue aired today. Got a few notes on it, and I must say that this is an okay episode. Starts off with a pelican in space, which I have to question how it got there at the first point, but the pirates probably just put it there. Just drove a ship up there like, alright guys, this is a trap. Now we're gonna put you in a derelict pelican for this prison ship to get you. I imagine what any of the soldiers were like. They're like, I didn't sign up for this. So they just drop them. The thing is, pelicans are drop ships. They're not shuttles. So I just thought of what it was like trying to survive in that thing. Jimmy, give me your air! What? No! Don't question me, Jimmy! Oh! That would have been funny if they had done that, but no, they didn't. Now, prison ship gets them. There's a broadcast of Hardgrove telling the press conference or something. It turns off in the middle of the episode or something, comes back on at the end. Don't know when that happened, but I don't know. People who think continuity are gonna get upset about that. Now, Felix is on board. He says that he's going to kill them all, take the prisoners. So he kills them all. And he and Locust take the prisoners. Pretty straightforward. One of the prisoners is the counselor, who we now know his name. Didn't really... that was a bit of a mystery that we never put our heads around to figure out. Because we didn't care. Now, he's going to give them psychological records on the freelancers, Wash and Carolina. I don't know if she's supposed to be north or south. I've always questioned that. Now, oh, my hands look like the hands of God or something. Wearing fingerless gloves. Light reflecting off of skin looks cool. Anyways, and it leads him to another prisoner who has experiences with freelancers. I have no idea who he is. Seriously, I have no idea. I'm probably supposed to notice him for some reason, but to have some sort of who know who that guy is, but I just don't know. I don't know who he is. Somebody else probably knows who he is. Some other fan probably recognizes him right away, but I don't know who he is. There's not really anything that would hint to that. There's a weird tattoo that I think it's a shark or a whale. Don't know what that's supposed to mean. Anyway, here are my notes on it. There's some comments on a bit of the weird stuff. Now, something among these notes, I'm just going to say them now. Now, there's an ad before the episode that's a new Milky Way ad that I never saw before. It just says, sorry, I was eating a Milky Way. At least they have an excuse to why this season could suck. A very, very bad excuse. Now, all the crew members have weird names. Names I don't even think exist. They look like... I think the voice actors just... They said, here's what I want my name to be. They put it down. Then Miles has just said, huh. Well, if you'll excuse me, I have to go cross-dress again. Because I honestly believe that that's how he gets the creative process for half his jokes, half his stories, anything. Everything else is ripped off. Anybody who thinks I'm trolling him is probably right, because I don't really like Miles Luna. He looks like a young... He kind of looks like Bernie Burns. That's not a bad thing, but... I just don't know. Also, one of the crew members has a very fake and offensive Southern accent. I find this rather ironic, or at least a little odd, since Rooster Teeth is from Houston, Texas. Couldn't even get that right. Weird. Now the choreography, I've misread my notes. They're probably in bad spelling anyway. Now the choreography has changed a lot. And it shows off Felix as really a fighter. But my question is, why didn't he use any of these tricks on the Reds and Blues? It's not a sign of good. That is a problem with choreography. Now, in battles, you have to have the parties involved in the fight be at their best. Show them at their strongest during the battle. And with Rooster Teeth, it's never been that. They haven't been able to do that. Even Montillon has been able to show all the characters at their strongest. My point is, now, don't get me wrong, the choreography in the Freelancer Saga is great. It shows up. Now, some particularly good fight scenes are like the highway chase scene, where it shows that while some of the soldiers are cannon fodder, others are hard to beat. Really hard. Quality over quantity. That's what they said in season 12? Yeah, 12. That's what they said. Not my words. Fail. Fail for those guys. Cannon fodder. Also, if you're wondering what that little noise is, I don't even think it's audible, but the noise is me pushing this around the desk. Now, an issue with me about the Chorus trilogy has been continuity. Now, it's not like they're getting things wrong with continuity, it's just that they won't move on from continuity. There's a theme in this whole story arc that says that as much as you want to get away from the past, you won't. As much as you try to move on, you cannot. A fitting metaphor for the writers. They can't seem to perfect it. they can't seem to, well, really carry on without all this. This is going to sound odd and weird and all that, but it seems like they're trying to replicate the time Gavin Free directed the Red vs. Blue series. Yes, Gavin Free directed a couple of seasons of Red vs. Blue. It's actually season 6 and 7, which I've pretty much seen on I've looked up on IMDb is the two best seasons of Red vs. Blue. So IMDb says that some of the best episodes of Red vs. Blue were directed by the guy who went through an entire Let's Play, but only at the end to realize that they can't split the tower, the golden tower, to 2 people. He's better at fight scenes that way. He did manage to do some fight scenes with what little resources he had, and they're pretty impressive. And the fight scenes in season 11 were also pretty impressive. They show that you don't need to use CGI in order to choreograph big fight scenes. Unfortunately, they seem to be using it for hand-to-hand combat. Stop using it for hand-to-hand combat. Stop having fisticuffs in every episode. Stop having fist fights in episodes, please. Just gunfire. Use guns. They're useless if you just have them in there. Guns! That's why we have them. Anyways, now the past season, I didn't really like the plot twist. I just saw it as not moving on. I thought this whole thing was going to be a big parody of Star Wars and stuff. But I was wrong, and I was really looking forward to that. It is not fun that I can't have more Star Wars jokes. It's like they were going for a Star Wars parody, but stopped. Fail. And it stated before that he was aiming for the whole Fed versus New thing. Then why did you set it up as a Star Wars parody? It just raises too many questions, as Bruce Wayne once said. Granted, it was in a Joel Schumacher film, but once again, good point. Too many questions. Now the episode right here is okay, but I'm gonna find stuff to dislike about the series throughout. I just assume that I'm gonna do that. Also, I don't like the new outro for Rooster Teeth. I just don't like it. Can we have a different one, please? 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 Okay, no. Evidently we're not getting that. So, yeah, I'm gonna do one of these for every episode that comes out, I hope. Won't be like last time where I just, well, start doing it, but then stop because I'm lazy. I'm gonna try better this time. So, that's all from me. Bye. Bye.